Shorty Mona Lisa, I'ma play her like I'm violent. I feel like the island, we gon' take her to the island.
The Fever's rookie class. You got Makayla Timpson. I hope I said that right. I know someone got on me about pronunciation. They have a great rookie class. I personally don't think they really needed any more pieces than they already have, but they made some great selections for any voids they're missing. This is the vid that's been going around. Got Makayla right here talking to Leah Boston. You got, I think her name's Yvonne is how you pronounce it. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. My apologies. I think it's Yvonne, right? And then you got Bree Hall right here. So they got a good little class. I think out of the three, Makayla's probably the one that's going to be like, I could see actually getting, I wouldn't say serious minutes, but I see her getting minutes. She's a good piece. Bree Hall is really good too. She's really, really good. Yeah, so you see how high she threw that shit? Yo, she threw that. I think she's testing her out already. Look how high she threw it compared to what her arm is. I think she led the ACC in blocks. I remember I seen a couple of their games. I know her game came up a couple times when she was at Florida State. But Makayla, she was nice in college. Bree Hall too. She was real good. Makayla, she like last season she averaged 17, 10, 4.9 steals and blocks. Led the ACC in blocks and shot 54% from the field. That's gonna transfer perfectly, especially with the Fever. The guard position they already good. They got Kelsey, Caitlin, they straight. She'll blend right in with like Sophie Cunningham, Natasha Howard, and Leah Boston. So she just listens to them, does what she's supposed to do. She should be good. Started talking a while back about getting drafted.
Still hasn't really sunk in with me yet, but I'm just so amazed for the opportunity, just to showcase who I am as a person, and also all my skill that I've done here at the university. Just been amazing, but I'm just ready to get to work. It was a surprise, my agent told me like I'm up next. I didn't know who I was going to, but I mean, I'm just super excited. I'm grateful that Indiana chose me, and I'm just ready.
Natasha Howard already there. Have you talked to her yet? Has she reached out?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she reached out to me yesterday, and we always been talking, and she told me like earlier last year that she wanted to play with me, and this was before she went to the Fever. So, I mean, I guess she's spoken into existence, but yeah, we've been talking, and she's been giving me a lot of pointers, and I'm just super excited to be with someone who I know.
So it sounds like her vet's going to be Natasha Howard, which is perfect. It's kind of crazy how they're both joining the Fever at the same time. So I think for any new player, it's going to be new because no one has dealt with a fan base like that. None of these people besides the people who already been there with CC for a year. So
kind of cool that you get just Kim Clark as well.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I mean, she's a great point guard. She set the tone for the league last year. She had an incredible rookie season, so I'm just excited to play with her as well. A lot of fun things, hopefully I can go in there and block a lot of shots, and just do the things that I did here, to perfection, like just blocking shots, rebounds, and just defending, being a great teammate, and just working hard.
I think they be forgetting Stephanie White's already there. She's more seasoned in Indiana than anyone on the roster. Say behind Caitlin Clark, she's probably one of the most loved people in Indiana. She's a legend out there. So this is Bree Hall and Yvonne. Here. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right.
Sure. It feels amazing. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. I'm grateful for this opportunity.
I'm just super excited, so I can't wait to get at it.
Wow. This is nice.
Comfy chair.
She averaged 29 and 2.4 steals and blocks. She's the all-time leading scorer in Gonzaga's school history. I think, for the rookies, her and Bree Hall, because Bree Hall had some good stats too. I think Bree out of the trio, she had the lowest number. She averaged I forgot how many she averaged. It could have been over 10 or maybe right at 10, but that's because she was on a stacked South Carolina team. Her and Makayla, their role's not going to be scoring within the team. They're kind of those that bring grit, dive on the floor, play defense, just do all the dirty work. That's going to be their role with the Fever. And low key, out of the two, I think out of the three of them who got selected, I think Makayla, I think she has the best shot to play. With this stacked team. This was back when Stephanie and Amber spoke about their draft picks.
You have to be prepared for multiple scenarios. Makayla Timpson is someone that we had really high on our draft board. So when she fell to us at 19, thrilled. The only player to average, double in points, rebounds, and then 3 blocks a game. Incredible wingspan at 6'10", a defensive just powerhouse. Had an incredible year this year at Florida State, can get out and rim run, has a nice little jumper from 10 to 12 feet. So again, just really thrilled that she fell to us. And then at 20 with Bree Hall, an elite defender on the perimeter, does a lot of things really, really well. Obviously, South Carolina is a team that is packed with All-Americans. So, she played that defensive role every night. She guarded the best player on the other team. But, when she had the opportunity to take three-pointers, she was very efficient in that role as well. So brings a diverse skill set. Again, very long defensively, can get out and guard multiple positions on the perimeter. So really excited about 19 and 20. And then at 33, picking up Yvonne out of Gonzaga, really versatile post player. Great face-up game, really good at sort of the 4-3-4 spot, and brings just a different look in that post when you're thinking about somebody who can play back to the basket, really high motor, defends really, really well. So again, name of the game here tonight is continue to shore up our defense, continue to bring in more versatility, and add more weapons to this potent offense.
Is this Stephanie White talking about her?
We get an opportunity to continue to build depth, to get a look at a lot of different players, and certainly young players who can impact our team, not just now, but for years to come, and get an opportunity to learn, to grow, to play behind some of these veterans and understand what it means to be a pro. I think the most important thing for us is defensive versatility. Now, we know we have a lot of weapons on the offensive end of the floor, but on those nights when we're not making shots or when things are a little bit more difficult, we've got to be able to get stops, and we've got to get better in that area, no doubt about it. So having players who can fill those gaps, having players who can give us different looks on the defensive end, rim protector, certainly, in KK, the length, the athleticism, the versatility. When you think about Bree Hall and Yvonne Ejim, it's something that we've needed, and we need to continue to get better. I think the most important thing, when you're scouting and evaluating players, is really starting to look behind the curtain. It's easy to fall in love with numbers and fall in love with what you see on a game basis, but seeing behind the curtain a little bit and making sure that you understand what kind of practice habits do they have, how coachable are they, are they willing to be pushed, are they willing to play different roles, what has their development been like? And I think that's one of the most important things, seeing where they were as young players, every year continuing to add to their game, every year continuing to be challenged to grow, because that's what it's going to take to be successful and stick in this league. With our players that we have in market, certainly, and the excitement that's surrounding the draft, and coaches, staff meetings, and all of those things, the opportunity for us to put this team together. Amber and Kelly have done an outstanding job of getting the pieces in place, and now, from a coaching staff, it's our turn to put them on the floor and to build our rotations, to build our confidence on both ends of the floor, to find the right combination. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Something that just came out, it says, are the Fever championship contenders? And they said, gotten closer with the new brain trust, including Coach Stephanie White back in Indiana, and a big offseason pickups. The Fever is set up to build on last year's return to the playoffs. Bonner and Howard are former WNBA champions who bring a huge amount of experience. Sophie Cunningham is another perimeter scoring threat. Clark and Boston, the last two WNBA Rookie of the Year award winners, clicked well last season with each other, and veteran guard Mitchell, he should be even better in 2025. Championship is exceedingly high expectation, but sticking around for a while in the playoffs is not. This is the projected starting fives. Many still question if they're contenders. I think they're contenders, but we'll know. The season's about to come around. I think it'll take like 5 games to kind of know where they're at, and after those 5 games, you get a better evaluation of where they're at and what they could become as the season goes along. So we'll see. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. And as always, it's your boy.